Recession is not the biggest threat to the U.S. economy in 2026. According to America's CEOs, something else is worse: uncertainty. In a new survey from the Conference Board, 43% of U.S. CEOs ranked uncertainty as the single biggest economic risk next year. Not inflation, not interest rates, not even recession. That ranking alone tells you something important has changed. Because recessions are cyclical. They're painful, but they're predictable. Uncertainty is different. Uncertainty doesn't crash the economy. It quietly freezes it. When CEOs say uncertainty, they're not talking about vibes. They're talking about not knowing what rules they'll be operating under 6 months from now. And when the rules are unstable, capital doesn't take risks. It waits. This is why this survey matters. Globally, CEOs still fear recession the most. In the US, uncertainty has overtaken everything else. That inversion is the signal. It explains why hiring feels cautious even when unemployment is low, why CapEx plans keep getting delayed, why M&A pipelines look full on paper but thin in reality. It's not fear of collapse, it's fear of miscalculation. And that fear shows up everywhere once you know where to look. Take artificial intelligence. US CEOs are the most aggressive in the world when it comes to AI investment. Nearly half say their top priority is improving data quality to measure AI returns. But at the same time, more US CEOs than anywhere else believe AI will have a negative impact on their companies this year. That's not optimism, that's forced adoption. They feel they must invest, even while doubting the social, workforce, and technological consequences. That's uncertainty in action. Now look at labor. More US CEOs cite rising compensation expectations as their biggest hiring challenge than CEOs in Europe or Asia. Wage pressure hasn't disappeared. It's become harder to price. And when costs are hard to price, investment slows. But the most underappreciated warning in this survey isn't about AI or wages. It's governance. 1/3 of US CEOs say they're concerned about a potential erosion of the rule of law, far more than their global peers. That's not politics. That's a risk premium issue. When regulatory and legal outcomes feel unpredictable, long-term projects demand higher returns. Some investments no longer clear the hurdle, not because they're bad ideas, but because the environment feels unstable. This is how uncertainty becomes a hidden rate hike, not imposed by central banks, but embedded into decision-making. Higher internal hurdle rates, shorter planning horizons, more cash on balance sheets. From the outside, the economy looks resilient. On the inside, it's hesitating. And that's the real message here. This is not a recession signal. It's a regime signal. When uncertainty outranks downturns as the top risk, growth doesn't collapse. It pauses, quietly, selectively, until the rules feel clearer again. This is Global Notes by JP. If you found this helpful, comment, like, share, and hit the bell. We're building the strongest macro community on the platform, one signal at a time, together.